So after what feels like a lifetime, Wolves host West Ham United on Tuesday night in the Premier League. This is my match preview for that game. Please, if you are watching this, could you subscribe to this channel? I am trying to get to 8,000 subscribers and it really helps the show. Now, before I get onto the usual, the history of the fixture, my starting 11 and some stats of Wolves v West Ham, the main narrative I want to focus on is Toti Gomes versus ex-Wolves defender Max Kilman, who obviously joined West Ham at the beginning of the season. Now, this is an interesting one because when Kilman was at Wolves, Toti Gomes was kind of on the back burners and back up to Max Kilman. He did sometimes play left back in a four under Lopetegui, like they'd play together, and sometimes they'd play in a back three together when it was moved around a little bit, you know, just to fit people in when people were out injured for cover. So let's go for their stats. Now, it's quite interesting a comparison, these two players. They're both left-footed, obviously. Similar in age, Toti Gomes 26, Kilman 27 years of age. This season, let's just go off this season to compare their stats. So Toti Gomes had 21 starts. Obviously, he had that injury recently where he missed a few games for Wolves, which we missed him dearly, didn't we? Let's be honest. He's got 5 clean sheets when starting, 34 goals conceded, so that's 1.7 per 90. 29.68 expected goals against. He's got 1 assist, no goals, and 4 yellow cards. Now let's compare Kilman. He's got 29 starts. Kilman's very good, isn't he, with starting games. He never seems to get injured. Very reliable in that aspect. 29 starts, 5 clean sheets, so the exact same as Toti Gomes, although he has played more games. 49 goals conceded, 1.7 per 90, so exactly the same stat there as Toti Gomes, the 1.7. 46.88 expected goals against. That's more than Toti, but obviously he's played more games. 1 assist, the same as Toti Gomes, no goals and 3 yellow cards. So 1 less yellow card than Toti Gomes. So very similar, very, very similar when you compare their stats, although the games they've played differs. Toti, for Wolves, has been so important this season. I know Agbadu coming in recently has helped us a lot, but we've won 7 games this season. I actually put out a tweet about this before we beat Southampton, which he played in Southampton as well, so it's still relevant. He's played in every single one of our victories. He's the only defender to do so for Wolves, and he's very, very important for our defensive line, Toti Gomes. When he's in there, it just feels a little more balanced, and it feels that little bit more solid. He still has his shaky moments, but he's improved a lot more in making not many errors these days, where he used to when he first joined us. So fair play for Toti for that. He's become such a reliable player, as Kilman was when he was at Wolves as well, to be fair. Kilman was so consistent with Wolves in terms of he played every single game. I don't think he missed a Premier League game in his last season for us when he was captain under Gary O'Neill. For me, he wasn't captain material. I thought he wasn't vocal enough, but his performance is kind of led by example. But he never let us down, did he, Kilman? But the thing was, you could not turn down the 40 million fee that West Ham paid, even though he was our captain. We only signed him for, it was an undisclosed fee from Maidenhead when we got him in, when Matt Hobbs spotted him and wanted him, but apparently it was around £20,000 we signed him for. So to sell him for 40 million, that's unbelievable business. And we knew we had Toti Gomes there waiting to cover Max Kilman when he did leave for West Ham. And as it's turned out, Toti has slotted in very well and has improved as a player. Now he plays a lot more and he's relied upon by Wolves. At West Ham, Kilman, he's been very hot and cold, hasn't he? If you speak to West Ham fans, 1 minute they'll say, what a player, he's brilliant. The next minute they'll be like, oh my God, he makes so many errors. And there is actually a stat that I did see somewhere. I don't know to credit because I can't remember where I saw it. But in Kilman's whole career at Wolves, he only made 6 glaring errors statistically, as in that led to a goal. At West Ham, in just 1 season, in like 30 appearances, he's already made 3 in 1 season. Obviously, he was at Wolves for a few seasons. So he's had a few errors in him for West Ham this season. So as I say, very hot and cold, and I think the fan base is split on him. But his main strength is the fact that he's so reliable and he's never injured and he's available to start every game. So that's a very good strength from Kilman. So for me, just to summarise it, I prefer Toti Gomes. I know maybe it's recency bias, maybe because he wears the old gold still, but I absolutely love Toti Gomes. He's a player that I did not rate when he first come. When we got him from Grasshoppers, when we got him back from there off the loan, I didn't rate him. I thought he was too unreliable, really. But now he's so solid, so athletic, brilliant balanced with his left foot. And yeah, really important player. So for me, comment your thoughts down below. But I think Toti Gomes is actually the better player than Max Kilman. Controversial, shoot me down, call me biased, but that is my opinion. Anyway, let's get on to West Ham v Wolves. The history of this fixture. There's been 17 Premier League meetings in history between Wolves and West Ham. West Ham have won 9 of them. There's been 1 draw and Wolves have won 7 of the meetings. And yeah, this time it's going to be at Molineux. And we lost 2-1, didn't we, in the reverse fixture when Mario Lemina famously lost his head, making him be stripped from the captaincy. A very dark day for Wolves. Matt Doherty getting the Wolves goal that day. So let's move on to a starting 11. I'm going to say he's going to stick with the same starting 11 as what he played at Southampton and also played against Everton. So Sarr in goal, Doherty right centre-back, obviously got a goal for Ireland on international duty, fair play to him. Agba doing the heart of the defence, Toti Gomes, who I've just been talking about, left centre-back. Ait-Nouri left wing-back, right-back Nelson Semedo, Andre and João Gomes in midfield. The 2 Brazilian boys who both featured for Brazil in the international break. And Gomes got a late call-up, didn't he? So fair play to him because he wasn't originally in the squad. Menezes on the right of the 3, again, did well on international duty for Zimbabwe. I think he got a goal, didn't he? And did he set up Chirewa for one of the goals? So nice international break for him too. Strand Larsen for the middle, who pulled out of the Norwegian squad because of his broken hand he's been struggling with. But 2 good goals against Southampton last time out, so let's keep him for the middle. On the left, Jean Rickner Bellegarde, who again has been nominated for Player of the Month for March after getting 3 assists, and he actually won February Player of the Month for Wolves, didn't he, from the Wolves Player of the Month. So that's our strongest team at the moment, if you ask me. There's obviously a shout for Guedes, Hwang, Sarabia to come in, but I think he'll start the exact same team because there's no point in changing a winning team. My score prediction for this one, wow, if we win this, it almost puts it to bed going into the Ipswich game, which is a big game in itself because we want to try and cement survival there, really. But this fixture reminds me a bit of the Everton one. Do you know when we played Everton the other week and drew 1-1? And that was a Saturday night, wasn't it? But a night game at Molineux against a team just above us, really. Will they be up for it? Maybe. But I'm gonna go. My head is saying 1-1, 1-1. And you know what? I'll say Menezes to score. There we go. Similar to the Everton game. My heart says 4-1 Wolves. 4-1 Wolves, my heart says. Let's go. I'll go... should we try and pick some goal scorers if that mad result happens? I'll tell you what. I'll go Bellegarde, Strand Larsen, Ait-Nouri, and João Gomes to score. There's a wild score prediction for you. But yeah, will be 1-1, I think. But 4-1 if I'm going with my heart and being biased. Comment your thoughts down below, your score predictions, what you think of the Toti Gomes v Kilman subject. Please like the video, it really helps the channel. And yeah, please subscribe if you're new, as I'm trying to get to 8,000. Enjoy the game, have a great end to your weekend, and I'll catch you all after the West Ham game. Cheers, everyone.